Right, welcome to the Untitled podcast, and today we're going to be talking about sci-fi, science fiction, and all those things that are related to it, much like the fantasy one we did last time. And as ever, I am joined by the Welsh miniature board gamer, the Proacryl to my Citadel paints.
You're just being mean now.
Yeah, well, fuck them. They've got billions. Who gives a shit?
They're not going to worry about you.
If I get a cease and desist now, you watch me have an hour-long rant on my channel. Fuckers.
naming the brand that will not be named.
Yeah. It's funny because my mates want to go to Warhammer World, and I've never actually been, and I was like, you know what, it would be kind of cool to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
The problem will be I'll go around all the beautiful displays and I'll be like, this is gorgeous, this is amazing, and then I'll get to the shop and I know what will happen. I'll just stand in the doorway and go, no. And my friend will be like, Crafty, what are you doing? Why have you got a petrol can and a lighter?
See, my thing would be, as I'm walking around all these beautiful displays, it's like, so that's where my money's going.
Yeah, it's no, it does look good, to be fair.
It looks pretty amazing.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a rite of passage for a miniature hobbyist.
Yeah, I don't think I'd go all the way up to Nottingham, but yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna be talking about sci-fi. So much in the same vein as we did our fantasy episode, possibly last week. I don't know what order I'm going to upload these, but yeah. So science fiction. So as we mentioned with the fantasy one, we sort of said it doesn't necessarily have to have magic. Although we started on that, and then we were like, yeah, but some historical stuff can sort of get in there, and but so pretty much anything with a sword and armour is fantasy, I reckon. Is what we said. If you've got a cloak or a robe, you're fantasy. But yeah, okay, so how would we define sci-fi? Now, on this one, I will say to you as well, Welsh, you're going to have to rein me in at times, because this is my wheelhouse and I'm going to go and ramble.
This is where you get let loose.
Oh, I love sci-fi. My favourite. But yeah, so what would you say is science fiction?
Okay, this is probably even harder to box in, even more than fantasy, because so you can have modern setting with futuristic, robots turning up, maybe. Or you can have like proper sci-fi through space, space operas. I think it's almost impossible to put into a box sci-fi, really.
I think it has to have a futuristic element, almost like how we said magical, and I'm sure we'll probably go off this later on as well. But yeah, look, so for things, Cowboys versus Aliens, the film, like that's sci-fi.
Should we have another go?
Right, cool. So yeah, books first then. I've sort of danced around it a bit, but yeah, sci-fi books.
Okay, sci-fi books. I don't read very much sci-fi books. However, I have read like the Predator sci-fi books.
Okay, yeah.
I quite enjoyed those, actually.
Not bad.
I forgot what her name was. That there was this Japanese woman, and she became a predator, I think, in the end or something.
Yeah, she gets joined into the sort of tribe.
Yeah. So I've read those ones, and I quite like those. Those are quite good. But sci-fi is not something I read awful lot of.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless it's sort of horror sci-fi. Like the Sphere, was it? I think it was called. And then there was this like alien object that had gone under the water. They made a crappy film out of it too.
Because I was about to say, I remember the film, Dustin Hoffman, and
that's right. The film was.
I was not aware that was a book.
Yeah, it was a book.
I'll have to give that a go.
Yeah, I read the book, and the book wasn't actually bad. Considering the film. But yeah, I can't say I've read that many sci-fi books. Okay. It's just not something I'm drawn to. So I think you're going to have to fill us in here with your.
Yeah, I got quite a bit.
Vast.
Weirdly,
knowledge.
A lot of because this is why I think we touched on this, possibly in the last video or privately. Might have to do like a horror episode as its own thing, because weirdly, there's a lot of, obviously I like cosmic horror. A lot of that I don't think is sci-fi. or should be put into a sci-fi bracket. I think it's its own thing as a horror.
Yeah.
Even though it has, mythical elder gods and stuff. I don't think it's sci-fi. But so for books then, first and foremost, the Dune series by Frank Herbert. I'm slowly warming up to the stuff that his son and another author wrote together, apparently from the notes his dad left. Fucking X to date that. But they're good. Like the stuff on the Butlerian Jihad was cool. And the Bene Gesserit. But yeah, that Dune, I think it's the best book series. And that's not because of the latest films. This is something I read when I was young. That's a definite. There's, like you said, with the Predator books, the Alien books for the Alien films, really good. And then there was an audio book they did for free on Audible. And it was a weird one. So it was Ripley wakes up, has this whole encounter, and then gets put back to sleep before she's found in the second Alien film. So it was like a cool little bolt-on, which in the law you sort of go, because they wipe her memory and everything, which is a little get-out clause, but very, very good.
It was all a dream.
Yeah, it's a bit cop-out-ish, but no, it was good. So what else we got? I'm literally going to go through my entire list now.
Just scroll through them.
Are we going to say zombies, or is that or should that be putting it the horror?
It depends on how the zombies were made.
Okay, because World War Z, I would argue, is a science fiction. But I would say it's a very tenuous argument. Yeah.
Well, go for it.
But potentially that could just be, I think, maybe on its own. So Ender's Game, I love the book. The film's actually not that bad. I know it got dubbed as Harry Potter in space. Fuck no.
I think that was just because it was the same sort of time and it was a young cast, and it's kind of like, we have to compare it to something. It was okay. I didn't mind the film.
The book's good, and they were pretty faithful, to be honest, to the book. Right. So, Three Body Problem, absolutely brilliant. If the Netflix show's not bad at all. If you've got the time and the effort, because it is a lot of effort, go and watch. They've got it all free on YouTube. The Chinese TV series, because it's based on a Chinese author.
Okay.
Each episode's about 50 minutes long, and there's 48 episodes. It's meaty, but there's nothing missed in the book, so that's quite a good one. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Okay. Yeah.
Beautiful. I love that one. 1984. George Orwell. Okay. I'd say that's sci-fi.
No, it's sci-fi, definitely.
I'd say this is second to Dune, the Forever War series. Absolutely brilliant book. Joe Haldeman. So written in the 70s.
Okay, yeah, it rings a bell, but I've never read it.
Very, very good. It deals with space and time and sort of how time travel, space travel works. So this guy goes on his first ever deployment as a Marine, and then gets sent back to Earth after an injury. And he arrives, and he's a veteran. He's the oldest guy in the unit. He's amassed this huge sum of money because of the way time has passed. And he's like, "What do I do? I've been on one. Like I've only fought one battle, and it lasted 20 minutes. And all of a sudden, I'm this like war hero." That's quite good.
Right. Okay.
Foundation, Isaac Asimov, good fun.
Okay. I've read one Asimov book, and I can't remember what it was.
I think his most famous one is they did iRobot was based on it.
Okay.
And iRobot was fucking terrible.
Yeah. No, the one I was thinking of, it was some real, because I felt like it was very sort of surreal, but it was because he was writing, like, what alien life could possibly be like and what have you. And it was just like, wow, okay, that is just weird.
Yeah, it is a hard read. Definitely.
It felt almost like, a textbook in how genetics work and what have you.
Yeah. He's sort of like, we've mentioned before, Tolkien is a tough read. I think Asimov's like that with sci-fi at times.
Yeah.
I mean,
you have to be invested in the subject in order to get through the books. I think that's the thing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's tons of others, but two I'd definitely like to mention is The Time Machine, H.G. Wells, and War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And if you get a chance, get the audio drama of War of the Worlds with Martin Sheen in it. Oh, it's good. Okay. It's so good. But yeah, so for books, I've got more, but that's what I'll stick with.
Okay. That was a pretty good list.
Yeah, there's quite a lot on there I've written. It's mad. I still get amazed listening back to that previous episode where we were talking about how you're more fantasy, I'm more sci-fi, and yet you're in a greener, lusher area, and I'm in a concrete jungle, and maybe that does have. I think it does, to be fair.
To a certain extent, I think maybe people in concrete jungles might also dream of being away from the concrete jungle.
100%.
So they might gravitate towards the fantasy because of that. But I think you also, you do read for what you're around, your surroundings. You know, you are your surroundings. You are what you've experienced. So I think, I think that's why you gravitate towards sci-fi and I gravitate towards fantasy.
Yeah.
In our cases, anyway.
Yeah, I think, and again, we've mentioned the first few films that I watched that were adult films as a kid. Take that however you want, but we're all sci-fi. So it's RoboCop, Terminator, Aliens, stuff like that. But okay. So visual media.
Okay, so Starship Troopers.
Underrated.
I think it's a really good film.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people who think like, oh, it's glorifying war and all that shit, but like the whole point was it's the opposite.
Yeah, it's complete satire of war.
Showing us how stupid it all is. You know, and how, you know, I love the way it was like Beverly Hills 90210, you know, cast chucked on a bug planet, an ugly planet, and I just tore to shreds. You know, that's.
Underrated film.
Yeah, and of course, you know, the Jake Busey was good in it. Michael Ironside, brilliant. Yeah, Clancy Brown.
Yeah. Drill instructor's him. Yeah.
So you know, and visually for its time, it was
so good.
It was amazing. It's still good, but for its time, it was amazing. Yeah. You know, the bugs like they looked like they were there, and they, you know, they were.
Well, I've seen the footage of. So they made the stop motion puppets. So not that they did stop motion in the scenes, but they articulated them to figure out how the bugs would walk for the CG. And you watch that now. I watched it recently. It still holds up.
Right.
When they're swarming out towards the outpost, you're like, oh shit, that's real. Doesn't look like computer generated.
No, it was really good. I really liked everything visually about Starship Troopers. I thought they got spot on. The armor was futuristic, but not too futuristic.
Yes, yeah.
You know, the weapons, like when they were shooting the bugs in the beginning, was like, you may as well be spitting on them.
Yeah. Blink, blink, blink.
And it was quite good. You know, I thought Starship Troopers actually was a very good film, and unfortunately, people I think nowadays don't like it because it's not. If it was made today, it would be a completely different film, and it would miss the whole point.
Yeah, I don't think you could today because it wouldn't.
It would be a different film.
It's not politically correct enough.
No, it would be a completely different film. It would be, you know, I don't know, Star Wars in space or something. You know, with bugs. Yeah. It'd be a Disney Channel exclusive.
Kind of what Alien Romulus turned out to be.
I didn't mind Alien Romulus. I honestly didn't mind it.
I didn't like the android.
I hated the android, but I didn't mind because older people like us are gonna have troubles being reintroduced to the Aliens franchise. I thought this was a good way to introduce a young crowd, some new blood to the thing. You know, if they feel like Aliens was too dated or, you know, whatever.
But it still looks good. Alien and Aliens. Just watch that, kids. That's what you ought to watch. I mean, I quite like Prometheus and what was the second one? Yeah, the other one.
Yeah.
I quite like them.
They're okay as long as you didn't think like, oh yeah, these scientists, why didn't they just go around licking the eggs while they were at it? They acted
weird cobra snake. I'll put my hand at it. No,
they acted in a very unscientific manner whenever they saw something interesting. It's like a kid with a stick. Ooh!
Yeah. Well, it's.
But yeah, visually again, lovely visuals.
Beautiful.
It was, but like with a lot of those sort of sci-fi things, though, they sort of set themselves up for their own fall because they kill off the main star or they do something stupid that
Yeah. No, it was. I mean, it wasn't a bad film. Just, I mean, I quite like Alien 3. I know that's not a popular one, but I think it works.
I think.
But you've got to watch the director's cut.
Yeah. I think you have to take all of the Aliens things as kind of like an anthology.
Yeah. Well, hang on. What about Alien vs Predator films?
The what?
Yeah, exactly. Because I bought an anthology box set once, and they were in there like, "Whoa, hang on!" Just because they got aliens in the title, they're nothing to do with this. There's 3 films. That's it.
Yeah. No. No. They do not exist. I do like the way that the Predator just walks around basically bitch slapping all the aliens. It's like, if someone's an Aliens fan, they're not gonna like this.
No, definitely not.
Why do that? You're alienating half of your audience here.
Yeah, literally. And then you've got the main human character go, oh, there's an alien head and a tail on a stick. Yeah, I'll just stand behind you with your shoulder cannon. You crack on, son. You've got this. I'm not fighting. I'm a scientist.
Yeah.
He becomes a fucking soldier.
Yeah, Predator was a good film.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Predator 2, I think, doesn't get enough.
At the time, all right, when I first watched Predator 2, I rathered it than number 1.
Really? Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. Not now.
Yeah.
But when I first watched it, I was like, yeah, as a kid, I love this. It's running around in the city. It's doing all these things in like an environment which a Predator shouldn't be in. I really like that.
Yeah.
And there we are. We have Gary Busey in that movie.
Yeah,
so
we did.
We go through the Buseys.
But yeah, sci-fi films. I mean, there's loads. There's tons. So Terminator 1 and 2.
Yeah.
There's no other Terminator films.
No, there wasn't any of them. What are you on about?
No.
Shush. What are you on about?
Same liars that told me there were more than 3 Alien films. But yeah, so Terminator, RoboCop, Aliens, and Alien.
I would argue there's only one RoboCop 2, actually. But...
Hang on, as in RoboCop the number 2? There's only one of them?
There's only one RoboCop movie.
Completely agree.
We don't even talk about the TV series.
Oh God! Oh, that was bad.
It was like RoboCop / A-Team.
Oh, that was so bad.
How can we put an 18 certificate program on primetime TV? I know he won't actually kill anyone.
Yep, which just defies the point. The whole point of it. But yeah, those definite. Matrix.
Yeah, the first one was good.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, the third one when he ends up talking, or the second one when he talks to the architect at the end, just too much verbal salad. I was like, yeah, come on.
I liked the visual of actually when they were like in the the after time place, where they were like fighting those strange snake-like robots. I loved the visuals of that. Yeah. I thought that was brilliant. And they were in those big ape like battle suits.
Yeah.
Fighting away. I thought the visual of that was lovely. It's just the story was kind of like,
yeah, it got a bit.
Where's it going?
I think it got high on its own farts a little bit.
Probably.
But I'm a grumpy old git, so yeah.
Yeah, like if we're going to be talking Matrix, I love the film, which gets no love whatsoever.
Equilibrium. Dude, better than the Matrix.
I'd much rather that. I thought it was
Come
a
on.
brilliant film. You know, yeah, it was corny, but it was good. It was good.
Man, gun fu. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Sean Bean dies again.
Of course he bloody does.
And then it went from, I think, what's the actor's name? Sean Pertwee.
Yeah,
he's the father, and then it turns out it's not him. It's the guy who plays Robert the Bruce out of Highlander. And then they have this gun fu showdown.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
man. Oh,
yeah.
Such a good film.
Gun Carter, I think it was called.
Yeah,
and then it was that was a good film. I loved that film, and it's one that was pissed on by everyone, but I loved it.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. I think that's a brilliant film.
Yeah.
I mean, there are there's actually too many sci-fi films to mention. So I'm thinking some of the more newer stuff, Interstellar, Arrival in particular. I think that's a brilliant film.
Is that the Sheen one?
No, so that's the one Jeremy Renner and I can't remember, the lady who played Lois Lane in the newer.
Okay, no, don't know that one.
Oh, it's good. It's good. So it's Denis Villeneuve. So it's a very pretty film. But yeah, these pods just arrive all over the world, and the humans are trying to talk to them and interpret the language.
Okay.
And you've got someone who's trying to sabotage it all the way through. It's very, very good. Inception, sci-fi.
Never seen it, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
What? Right, I'm going to give you some homework, man. Some films you got to go and watch.
Yeah, the trouble is when it gets over 2 hours, it's like, can I sit down for this long?
Yes. Whack it on your computer while you're painting.
That is true. I could do that, but then I miss most of the visual. If there's anything visual in it, I'll miss it. You know, that's the problem.
See, I was actually going to put The Sphere on there because I quite like the film.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I like that late 90s sci-fi where it was all just... It was still a little bit 80s hammy.
Yeah.
With all the grungy aesthetics. Event Horizon. Cracking film.
Yeah, I watched that recently, actually. And it kind of lives up to what it...
Yeah, there's a couple of bits you go, ooh, special effects are a bit dodgy.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing with any sort of sci-fi movie. That's actually even modern ones. You have to be willing to, overlook certain things which look a bit like, ooh, those pixels look a little bit too big for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I really liked, obviously, the Dune films, the new ones, and the David Lynch one. Loved it.
Okay.
One of my favourites, Edge of Tomorrow.
The one where he keeps dying?
Yeah. Just fun.
Yeah.
Fun film.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
And I think one that, although it gets lots of plaudits, I still think it's underrated for the time it came out, Independence Day.
I liked it when it was out.
Yeah.
Watched it a couple of years back and I was a little bit... not quite what I remembered it to be. But, yeah, it doesn't help. I'm not a big Will Smith fan. So...
yeah, I mean, ignore him. Just Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. I like Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
It's like not liking a puppy if you don't like Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, what's that one? So I love the original. I think it was 50s, maybe even late 40s. But they redid it with Keanu Reeves. The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Okay.
Both.
Never saw the remake.
It's actually not bad. It's not a bad remake. He plays Klaku. Yeah, that's actually not a bad film.
Yeah, never seen the remake. I obviously saw the old one. Back in the day in British television when you only had like 3 channels, you watched what was on and you enjoyed it.
Yep, that's true.
So you had like Invasion of the Body Snatchers and stuff, which I actually quite liked for the day. It was quite good.
There's a lot on the list I've not put because I think they're more horror, so I'm not going to put them on. That is fair. Invasion of the Body Snatchers is one of them. Love the again, but for me it's that. Going back to what we were talking about when we mentioned the puppet stuff, it's because the visual effects, how to mould it and make the fly and all the process. Brilliant, man.
Yeah. Fly 2 was pretty good though. I didn't mind Fly 2.
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah. Eric Stoltz. There you go.
Yeah.
I'll chuck another name in. And of course, Jeff Goldblum was in the first one, so you know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other good sci-fi movies.
Weirdly, it's a tough one. There's so many, but if you go from 1990, 2005, you can't really go wrong with a sci-fi film from that era. They're all pretty good.
Right, yeah.
Because a lot of the 80s stuff was more action orientated.
Yeah. Blade Runner, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, there's the argument that it's not sci-fi, it's cyberpunk, but I'd take sci-fi.
Yeah, unless you're going to make your own little sort of box for cyberpunk as an individual. But then if you get doing that, you're going to have very few pieces of art in there. So The Soldier I liked.
Soldier.
With Kurt Russell.
Oh, is that Universal Soldier?
No.
No, that's
The Soldier.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. I've seen The Soldier. I remember Kurt Russell. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually liked that, and apparently it was a huge flop because mainly because Kurt Russell broke his leg or something.
Yes.
And it was something weird, like he took 6 months off or something to.
Yeah.
And also they wanted to film like in sort of outside film sets, and they cut back so much money that they had to do it all on studio, and it made it look like it was filmed on a studio. But yeah, I like that film, and it gets a lot of shit.
Yeah. Again, that era, but Judge Dredd, I quite like the Stallone one. It's campy. You've got to enjoy Mr. Schneider, otherwise don't watch it. But then saying that, the Carl Urban one is more faithful and so much more fun.
The Stallone one, it felt like they were trying to jam every Judge Dredd story into the one film.
Yeah.
And I think that was a major problem. I think the Carl Urban one was brilliant.
It was Judge Dredd.
He didn't take his helmet off.
Yep.
He even had that sort of coldness which Dredd has definitely got. He doesn't give a shit if if you break the law, you break the law.
Yeah, there's the bit in that did it for me was because all the way through I'm going, this guy's he's got the look and the sort of tone, and it was they've just had a firefight on the stairwell, and he turns around to Anderson like, well, you're on trial, rookie, so come on. And you're like, shit, he would not, he just does not let up. He's relentless, that man. Yeah, and I was like, he gets who Judge Dredd is. The guys who made this and Carl have nailed it. And there's rumours they're doing a TV series with him, and I fucking hope so, man.
Oh, that's been going around for so long now, though. I don't think that's going to happen. Because that, with Tiki, whatever. He's going to be making a film, apparently, and, oh no.
Oh, he's going to wreck it.
I was going to think, please don't let him do it, please.
It'll be too much humour.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his, but...
Yeah, same. Films, there's tons, man. But I don't think you can go wrong. If you go early, especially early 90s, right the way through to 2000s, I don't think you can go wrong. There's not really a bad...
Yeah, I think that sort of era was the same for... Fantasy was a good era in the 80s.
Yeah.
And I think this is the era for sci-fi.
Definitely.
It really hit its sort of its pace at the right sort of time.
Yeah.
Then,
definitely.
Visual effects was sort of catching up with what they wanted to show. So it was it became less Star Wars and a little bit more, a bit more gritty.
Weirdly, we've not mentioned.
We haven't mentioned Star Wars, which is a film, as a child, the first 2, maybe 3, I used to watch I would watch at least 2 of them in a week.
Wow.
Every week of my life as a child.
That's impressive.
I was sitting down with my daughter and we were watching Star Wars, and I could say the lines before they came up, and my daughter just turned to me and looked at me like I was something wrong. Yeah. Because I had all the toys. Star Wars was what I grew up just loving. And it instilled that feeling of good versus evil. Right and wrong. Yeah. There wasn't any shades of grey. Everything was set out for you to follow along. Yeah. And as a kid, that's perfect for me. I'm too young to make judgment calls. So Star Wars, the original movies, just told me what I wanted to see.
Yeah, it's 100% sci-fi, but it does straddle fantasy a little bit as well, which I like. And it's its own sort of thing, really.
A lot of people say that, but I don't know. Is it fantasy? You know.
I mean, also he did rip off Dune. Just saying. As did GW with their 40k Stone. Just putting that.
I'm not getting involved.
It's just a little G. Like a swear jar. I've got a GW box here, and I just keep chucking stuff in. Yeah, back here, you bastards. Thieving tail rigs. Oh man, this is not going to go well. Crafty, why don't you do GW stuff on your channel? It's fucking shit. I don't want to give him money. Give me the mini. I'll paint it. I'll pay you for the mini.
He's saying that. I love GW. Oh, it's the best thing ever.
You just turn to the side so we can see your nose growing.
No.
No, used to be good, but yeah. Okay, TV shows, because there's a plethora, and there's one I'm going to say.
Go on.
Crap.
Go on.
The majority of Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager, I genuinely think are brilliant. And weirdly, they're the two that all the hardcore Trekkies go, no, they're terrible. They were fun, man.
I loved Deep Space Nine.
Yep.
I hated Voyager.
Yep. It's quite a common... A lot of people don't like it.
Just always digs into my brain is Chakotay, I think was his name.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, he's going to be a really... important character. He's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
And he never did anything.
Nope.
It was like background character number 4 through most of the series, Yeah.
But fair, when he does get his little bit of limelight, he nails it.
Yeah.
But it wasted opportunity.
I always wanted him to become, I don't know, the ultimate warrior, bounce off the ring, take out the baddies.
Yep.
And he was never that. And it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I think my big thing with Star Trek is take away the holodeck. You've just lost a third of your season minimum.
Especially with Next Generation.
Oh, I'm going to annoy
Next Generation. Next Generation was here. Let's chuck them in the holodeck.
Yeah. Oh, wait, right. So how you in the fantasy one? You said this is where I'm going to offend. Yeah, this is me offending. Overrated. It's crap. Boring. Patrick Stewart. Yes, good. Riker. Right. Well, it's just a testosterone walking. Needs a slap. Will Wheaton. Never rated him. Why does he get so much plundered? I like him as a guy. When he does his role play stuff, his board game stuff, fantastic. But in that,
I think was he meant to be annoying? Because he was very annoying.
Yeah, but then I don't know. I like because there's always that argument: Star Wars or Star Trek. I've always gone Star Wars because I like everything's dirty and used and falling apart. Star Trek's too clean. It's utopia.
Yeah.
And Klingons are absolute bullshit.
It's like...
Come fight me, nerds. Come fight me. I'll have you on that one. Oh, they're honourable fucking space fighters. Yeah, is that why they cloak all the fucking time? That's not honourable. Sneaky little shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. I have these arguments with one of my mates.
Okay. I've lost my train of thought now.
Sorry, I apologise.
You bashing the frowny head people.
Fucking Klingons. Yeah. They just look like you put plasticine on your forehead and someone's clenched their arse cheeks on it. That's it. Go away. You didn't even have good alien design in that TV show either. Because that's the one thing they'll always throw at you. Fuck off. Babylon 5, far better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Better
Babylon 5... Babylon 5 had a lot of really decent alien species. And they even did the thing which most sci-fi series don't, where there is an alien which isn't looking like 2 arms, 2 legs, and it is actually an alien creature as opposed to a humanoid creature. Which, I do like that. If you go in sort of far out sci-fi, at least have aliens not look like humans with,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
with little antennae wobbling around on their head. You know, a Teletubby running around on screen. You know, it's an alien.
Yeah, it's definitely Babylon 5. Oh, it's just so good.
It was good. I don't think I could go back and watch it.
Oh, I do. It's a yearly, every year.
I don't know if I could do that. But,
the computer graphics for the space battles things, you've got to obviously go, okay, they're very dated. Yeah. Some of the makeup is, but the story, man. Yeah. I defy anyone to watch that and not fall in love with Shakara and Londo and their story arc. It's just brilliant. Every other character has a cool arc as well.
Yeah.
But those two, oh man.
So a little known sci-fi series, Space Above and Beyond. I love that.
Not heard of that.
Yeah, I love that. It was all back in, I guess, in the 90s, but it was very sort of computer-generated space battles and all. And now, looking back at it, they were pretty dodgy. Yeah. But it was good. Like, it was about this alien race and how they were battling them, and they even had like this recurring baddie, Chiggy von Richthofen, they called him, because he was their best pilot who was taking out all of our people. It was, you know, it's like a Top Gun in space, I suppose, because they were all space. They were pilots, and they're, you know, trying to bat all these other pilots, which are chigs. So yeah,
that's a good one actually. I'll have a look. I'll give that a go. I don't mind the old hammy sort of graphics and stuff. I'll give that a go.
And it was a good thing because it was one of the first things that I was introduced to the idea of, like, in vitro people. So there were some people in it who were actually created, so they didn't have a belly button because they weren't naturally born. So it was. From what I remember, it was good, but it could be my my 20-something or 30-something brain telling me it was good. It's actually.
I think some of the older stuff's good. Like I genuinely like the Battlestar Galactica, the original.
Which one?
The original.
Oh, the original.
The new one. I say the new one because apparently they're redoing it. But the 2000s TV show, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. But even the original. I liked it.
I liked the original back in the day. I really liked the original. Didn't like the remake.
What?
To me, it just became too much. All right, we talked about this before.
I'm setting my drink down here.
Okay, that hidden werewolf game or whatever, I forget what it's called now, where one of you is a player and you're a baddie against the other people. You're trying to screw up their game. I felt like a whole series of this Battlestar Galactica was that. Oh, there's going to be some baddie here. I don't give a shit if you're a robot. I want to see these fighting in space. I don't give a shit.
Right, so I'm going to do it in the edit. I'm just going to have the camera zoom on you there. I mean,
I just did not get that sort of like, who is it? Is it this person? Is it that person? In the end, it was like, I don't give a monkey's ass.
So Babylon 5 and the remake of Galactica are my 1 and 2, and they switch top spot continuously. And bear that in mind when I say this, and I don't mean this in a malicious way. However, and I'm going to fire this shot. You can't sit there and say that as a man who tried to defend Rings of Power. If you look down now, you have no legs below the knee, nothing to stand on. How dare you, sir?
Yeah.
I am booking a coach to Wales right now.
Okay. I will say the story is a hell of a lot better in Battlestar Galactica. But it's just, for me, it focused on the wrong things.
Fair enough.
You know, I was going into it thinking, oh, Battlestar Galactica, the 1970s or whatever, romp through space. And I didn't get that. You know, I got the traitors on a spaceship.
You know? I see your argument. It's wrong, but I see your argument.
At least you can see my delusions.
I love that. I mean, I know people hated the ending of it.
Right.
Because they were like, oh, so we found Earth and it wasn't Earth, and then we find this new planet which is our Earth, and this is why we have all the star signs and all the famous Greek gods. And I was like, that's fucking cool. What are you on about?
Right. I don't think I made it to the end.
Oh, it's good, man. I love it. I genuinely love it. I think it's got a good soundtrack, great cast. Yeah. Also, one thing I will say, some of the best space battles ever.
Right.
They got that sort of like the loss of sound in space when the ships are fighting, and it just felt really visceral. And it was something, The Expanse, which would be my next choice. Yeah. I also did really, really well. The Expanse was fantastic.
I think I've watched 3 seasons of that.
Yeah, really good. Really good. Just I got upset because Thomas Jane got killed. He sacrificed himself in the first season. I was like, oh man, I love that guy.
Thomas Jane is good.
But man.
Underappreciated Punisher too.
Yes, yeah. Just would have liked a bit more killing in the Punisher film.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen the Dirty Laundry skit with Thomas Jane?
No.
It's on everyone on YouTube. Go and watch it. It's brilliant. So it's what him as Punisher should have been. So he's going just going to wash his clothes, and there's some hoodlums beating up this kid. He just goes out and fucks them all up with a Jack Daniels bottle. And I'm talking like breaks legs. You see bones and shit, and you were like, that's what it could have been.
That's what it could have been.
But it was all right. It was a good film anyway.
For me, because I wasn't a Punisher fan,
I'm the fanboy.
Yeah. So for me, it was all right because I didn't have anything apart from Dolph Lundgren. I didn't have anything much to compare it to.
Not a bad film.
I didn't mind it. But
not a bad film.
Apparently, we don't mention that either. It seems to.
But sci-fi TV. So The Expanse, very, very good.
So my favourite is. Can you guess? Haven't mentioned it yet.
Oh, see, is it the one that's a couple of inches above your head right now?
Maybe.
I think we mentioned that in a bit when we've run out of ideas, because we've got to gush over that. Because it is one of the most underrated sci-fi shows ever made.
It really is. And I think a lot of people argue that, they should have had a second series. I'm quite happy they didn't.
Yeah. It'd have been nice, but
it would have been nice.
But it ended well.
But it was perfect. And we don't mess with it.
Technically did with the Serenity film. So
Yeah. It kind of rewritten little bits and jiggered it around, but Firefly is.
Okay, I'm gonna put a warning up, just saying gush moment. Yeah, okay, Firefly. let's just talk about Firefly for a whole episode.
Firefly, wow. Okay.
Oh, so good.
The cast was perfect.
Every single one of them.
Every one of them was perfect. There wasn't anyone who you thought, you could do without that person.
Who's your favourite character?
Oh,
I think there's one who just towers above all the rest. I think it's an absolutely brilliant character.
I don't know. It's like asking which one of my children I like.
Yeah, but you have a favourite, clearly.
Yeah, well, it's the one I wasn't chasing around earlier with that.
Mal's the obvious, because he's suave, charismatic, bit of a goofus as well, which I like.
Yeah, he's the sort of golden age of cinema hero.
Yeah.
But he wasn't a hero, which was he's brilliant. He was just defined by that moment where he was having the duel. Mercy is a sign of a great man, and then he stabs this dude who's lying on the floor. But I'm not great. And he stabs him again. I'm alright. It's not like,
the bit where he walks, there's someone, I think they've got the gun to Stephen, the doctor. He just walks up the ramp, just bang, and just carries on. And I was like, oh, fuck this guy. Because throughout the whole start of that, you're like, hey, he's a bit of a comedy guy. He's a happy-go-lucky chap. You're like, oh no, this guy's fucking dark when he wants to be.
Yeah, and also when he kicked Niska's henchman into the engine. And then brings the other guy over, can you take this message to your boss? Yeah. And it's like, yeah. But all of the cast, like Wash was brilliant, you know, Alan Tudyk.
For me, Jane, I love Jane.
Jane.
Best character.
when he was on about trading his gun for the lady that Mal was meant to have married. It's like,
that's Vera, man. He's prized possession.
Yeah, and he was being so earnest about it.
Such a good TV show, man.
Oh, it had so much good. So a lot of series have good bits. That just was a long run of just gags and action, and it was just everything. You know, you felt for some of the characters. You know, it was amazing.
No, it's so good, so good.
And the film did good. You know, the film was good. But
I liked it. I know a lot of people didn't. I thought it was a good send off.
It was their way of trying to give you a feeling of completion, and you know it did that. It did give you. Admitted they killed off Wash. Spoiler alert.
I mean, I enjoyed that. Any time you get to see Zoe kick ass, that. Right, ladies and gentlemen out there, we've mentioned this about wokeism and shit. That's a strong female.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. A strong female who's hard ass as well.
Yeah, a physically strong female. Yeah,
she's fucking brilliant, man.
Like you can be a strong female or a strong male and be intellectually strong, and you know you can beat things that way. But as a physical thing, yes. So he was a good, strong character. Yeah.
Because it really did have everything. So it was gritty. Everything was used and breaking down.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the first pun is, did we just lose our primary buffer panel?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, okay. I think I know what's going to go on here. The fact that it wasn't, it's kind of an issue I have with fantasy as well. It's not high sci-fi.
No.
Which I like.
No, it's an achievable fantasy.
Yeah, like it's us with spaceships still.
Yeah.
And little things like the language, you have the little Chinese that comes out, and the Mandarin and stuff.
Yeah, and like, you know, although you don't want modern problems in sci-fi, you know, they were kind of in it, and it worked when they put them in it because it wasn't that far removed from who we are. So you know, and they weren't the good guys, but they were kind of the bad guys too. You know,
they're all monsters. But you love them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when he, was it when Mal tells him he's traded in the secrets for Stephen's sister, and then he runs down. Oh no, sorry, Thingy's died, and he runs down to the wood, and he cuts back to them all in the cockpit, just laughing over it. You're a bunch of bastards, you lot. But I kind of like it.
Yeah. There are bits in that you know they live rent free in my brain. You know, it'll always be there. You know, and like I said, Nathan Fillion is just
he's so good,
captain.
So good.
He's the Harrison Ford. You know, he's got all that, but he's got the comedy as well, which you know just makes you like him all the more.
Yeah, definitely. It's a dad must watch sci-fi TV series.
Yeah,
and well, it's one of those. Because of it unfortunately ending after a season, there's not a lot of episodes.
No.
You can bang them out in a weekend.
Exactly. Interesting choice of words.
What? You dirty man.
I didn't say it.
Yeah, you thought it. Yes, it's a TV show you can masturbate to over a weekend. I'm cutting that out. Okay.
Jeepers, boy. Train of thought.
Also, weird one. So, slight link. So, in Battlestar Galactica, you know, in the Rosalind, when she has like a flashback when she's on Earth, finding out that she has that terminal cancer.
Okay.
She's sitting in the room, and you've got all the spaceships flying. Firefly, you see it just go and go offset. It's there. Along with the Millennium Falcon, that was cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Because the producers were like, "Yeah, can we put Firefly?" And Josh, what's the name, was like, "Yep, 100%, please do."
Josh Whedon,
yeah.
Fallen from grace, but there's no denying his writing and his making of these characters. Whatever he does in his personal life, he sounds like he's a bit of a dodgy dude.
Yeah,
but you can still be creative even if you're a weirdo.
I like to think he wasn't a weirdo when he made this.
It's,
probably not, but
so there was bad things about Buffy he stepped over the line a lot with Buffy.
Yeah.
But I think the cast of Firefly were much more. I don't see him getting away with anything.
No, yeah.
From what I've heard about Nathan Fillion, he's very protective of people on set.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would have been the same atmosphere, and I don't see him pushing Gina Torres around much anyway. I think he'd be in trouble.
She would eat him alive. Yeah.
But yeah, so
Firefly, man.
Firefly will always be
Beautiful.
my top. You know, and like I said, it had one season, and it's a shame it didn't have another one. But I'm kind of glad, because maybe it would have gone the way of Game of Thrones or something. You know, where they just lose their way.
Because Buffy went that way a little bit towards the end.
Well, it started off as like Creature of the Week, and we'll fight the Creature of the Week, and then it's like, how can we make this even bigger? How can we make it even bigger? How can we make it even bigger? So in the end, it was just like ridiculous things that they were fighting, and it was.
But I like to think that if it did carry on, we may have had a Jane spin-off. Because that man for me just steals the show. Like, even the Serenity film. Do we have to worry about spoilers? It's that old, but so at the start when the Reavers are attacking that town, they've just tried to rob, and then there's a lovely bit where, because it's a call back to the start of the film, and Jane's just like, "Oh, it would be great if we had grenades right about now." Like, yeah, I get love him. He just wants to fuck shit up. That's all he wants to do.
I love the episode in Firefly. They get a dead body in the mail, and Jane is, why did we order a dead body? It was just like, who would think that you had ordered a dead body?
I can't remember if there's a fight going on the ship, and it cuts to Jane in his bunker, and he pulls the thing down. You're like, oh, his guns, and then just turns over and goes back to sleep.
Yeah. When what was his name? Mabel, I think is his name. He was like an Alliance assassin who was sent to get.
Oh
yeah. And he just rolls over and pulls the blanket off all his weapons, but no, he's just going to sleep.
The only sad thing with the TV show and the film for me is we never got to see Shepherd Buck and what he actually got up to when he was before he was a shepherd.
Yeah. So I've read a couple of the graphic novels.
Oh, okay. Because I've not read any.
Okay, I've read two of them, I think, and yeah, it's definitely he was an Alliance operative. Before he took up the cloth, you know,
yeah, man, Shepherd Buck, dope.
Well, yeah, again, like not a character people would instantly think, oh, he's a brilliant character, but the character was brilliant. You know, he had this sort of quiet strength about him, and you know, Ron Glass was an amazing actor. Yeah. Okay, waxing lyrical over.
Yeah, right. So I'll put a thing in there just as end of gushing. I'm going to watch that later now.
Yeah. And my wife hates sci-fi, but I'm determined to get her to like Firefly.
Well, it's not. It's just cowboys in space.
Exactly. Yeah. And there's a love story.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah, Inara and
Inara. Yeah. And a happily married couple in Zoe and Wash. There you go. So yeah, there you go. That's how I'm settling it.
So good. Now we've got to start really gushing again. Right. Okay. So, any other TV shows and or films?
All right, TV shows or films. I think I'm probably sci-fi'd out for the films and TV shows.
As I said, I've got a few more, but I think they're more horror.
Right.
Because weirdly, Event Horizon's one.
Yeah.
Really horror, but
I'd say it's a horror, but it's a horror in space.
Yeah.
You know, although it's got that cosmic, you know, entities beyond, etc. You know, I would say it was you could pick it either side. You know, horror or sci-fi. You know, it's.
Okay. So computer games.
Okay.
Sci-fi computer games. There's one straight at the top for me.
Go on.
Mass Effect.
Oh yeah. The
entire trilogy. I know there's a lot of controversy with the ending of the third, but the first time I ever completed it, I had the ending where I shot the thing, it all blows up, and there was that brief moment of Shepard's chest going in the robot, and I was like, fuck yes, we're doing this. And then there was all that shit about multiple endings, and I was like, nah, I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, I had no problem with it. And then everybody started shitting about it, and I was like, well, okay. what have I missed? No, Mass Effect.
Such a good story.
Yeah, it was, because they're going to make a series of that, aren't they?
Oh, okay. Who plays Shepard?
I don't know. I don't think they've got that far yet.
I know. If we're not having FemShep, I'd put Cavill. He could do a Shepard.
He could be a Shepard. Yeah, he could be. I kind of hope that they would go with a sort of an unknown. Give someone we haven't seen on every program. Someone.
Yeah, to be fair, like they did with the Expanse, the casting that weren't well known at all, and it worked.
Yeah. I think sometimes there's something to be said for getting unknowns. You don't automatically associate them with another brand. It's
Sci-Fi games. Stellaris for me.
Okay, never played it.
I've
seen
an empire. And it's the little stuff in that game. So the management of the empire, it's cool, and having the big naval battles, but it's the sending your scientists out when you're finding out a dig site. So you start digging it up and learning about what this thing is, and then that has effects on your empire. And like you find these. There's what they call when you find these space slugs, and they're sort of in stasis. So it's like, so do we kill them? Do we just let them thaw out and learn what we can, or do we take one back? And I was like, take one back, obviously. And then you end up with this slug worker force that you can put on your planets that basically are mindless, and they won't complain, they don't care about the living conditions, and you're like, right, there you go, you're working in the factories. Because I'm obviously playing an evil human in that.
Of course you are.
Yep.
Collecting your slugs.
Again, a slimy, tentacle-shaped creature. Stellaris is one that I've looked at. I might even have it on my Steam library, but I think I might have opened it up and it was like, whoa, this looks like too much. Yeah, it's one of them now. I don't think you could go into it now, even on the base game, because it's changed so much.
Right, yeah. I think that's what I felt. I think I felt very overwhelmed by it. So it was like, I'll go and do something brainless for a while,
Yeah.
Sci-fi game, whether it's it's sci-fi. XCOM. I love the XCOM.
That's 100% sci-fi. Yeah. Even the old XCOM and the UFO Aftermath games and.
Oh yeah. Terror from the Deep XCOM.
Yeah.
That was the underwater one where they were wandering around. Oh god, yeah. I love the XCOM games. The only XCOM game I don't like is the XCOM Chimera, I think it's called. And it's kind of like more like a console game than a.
Oh, okay. I've not played that.
It's so bad, and it's a shame because I absolutely love XCOM. I can't wait until they release like new XCOM games and I get them. I got the previous XCOM 2 and all, like when it was first released and it had all the bugs in it and everybody hated it and they were thinking how terrible it was, and I was like, I can fight through these bugs, I don't mind.
Yeah, that's XCOM is something special, man.
Yeah, I love
when you meet your first what's the bug creature?
Chrysalid.
Oh fuck me, man.
Yeah,
and they kill someone, you're like, oh, I can't, it's annoying. Whoa, they're coming back as a zombie. Whoa. No. Yeah, man, that's brutal. Brutal.
Yeah.
And I love that. It's fair with the games as well. So when they remade XCOM, you got around it by going, I'll move half in cover, Overwatch, and my turn. And you progressively build. And then in XCOM 2, they went, oh, we know what you're up to, fuckers. Right, milk canisters, timers, and everything. You got to run. It's like, you fuckers.
And, like, it's even the term now. You've been XCOM'd, when you got 95% chance of hitting this target. Oh, look, I missed with my 5 bullets.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I love it. It's such a good game.
it's the game, and you know, you kind of like, yeah, I kind of expected to miss.
Yeah. Because in the same time, you get that lucky frag bounce or something, and you take out 3 or 4, and you're like, yes, here we go. No, man, that is a top-notch computer game.
Yeah. Trying to think of other sci-fi games.
Yeah, weirdly, I don't play many sci-fi games. I'd rather read and watch sci-fi. A lot of my games are more... Yeah, there's not much sci-fi in them, apart from Stellaris. That's the big one that I always play.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what's on my Steam library, and it's like... It's such a big, long library, I'm trying to think what's on there. Yeah. No, I don't think I got many sci-fi games either, actually.
Yeah, board games I've got loads, actually. Looking at them. Got quite a lot.
I haven't got that. Yeah, I haven't got that many.
Well, there's the Aliens game.
Yeah.
Definite.
Yeah.
The XCOM board game. Fucking brilliant.
Is it?
Oh, dude, it's so good. So good.
Because that's got an app and all in it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it works. It's fun. If
okay.
I wouldn't say it was our best playthrough, but I played it with another couple of YouTube channels. So my good friend Divinity Omen and Just Our Luck Gaming, and we played it on theirs for like a board game stream for their channel. Right. We had the app on the screen so you could follow that, and we're all shouting, and it's really a lot of fun. And I'm pretty sure we didn't win. We got beat in that. Twilight Imperium.
Oh wow! Okay, yeah, I know of it.
Oh,
but yeah,
you play that game, you put a weekend aside.
Yeah. Much like a GW game.
Again, I will point the what the fuck are they called? The jury, the imaginary jury that's sitting over here. I'll point them at the defendant's rings of power comment. You ain't getting back from that.
I'm just saying that it's a game that you need to invest your life into.
Yeah, but it's better than Rings of Power.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, how did I forget that? Right, sorry, TV show, Farscape, and Stargate. Both really good. Really enjoyed both. Don't even. There was the way you said okay. No.
Okay. Stargate the movie was brilliant. Loved it. The series, I hated Daniel.
That's fair.
Hated him.
Yeah, Daniel's a dick in the TV show. Yeah, that's fair.
I could not warm to him. It's just, O'Neill. Yeah, he was brilliant. I loved, MacGyver in space. Who couldn't like that? But and what was the other series you said? Sorry,
Farscape.
Yeah. My neighbour loves Farscape, and he said, "Oh, watch it!" And I watched 2 seasons, and I was like, "Oh, this is hard."
Okay, so just a quick question: you and your neighbour, are your houses joined?
They are.
Right. Okay. In that case, we won't be using fire when I send the troops over.
But there could be a common link here. He's also English, so. It could be you English have got a weird taste in stuff.
You mean the correct taste?
Well, I don't know if you'd call it that. I think I had troubles with Farscape. It felt like...
You had troubles with yourself. That's what you had troubles with, mate. You want to secure that? Sort that out? Okay,
it felt like it would make a really good role-playing setting. But the people kind of felt like they were bouncing around in this brilliant world, not really doing very much. And the visual effects looked like they were from Space Cadet, or Star Cadet, or whatever it was called. Yeah, Space Precinct! That's the one. It's like the effects from Space Precinct.
Yep. Anything else?
I could probably think of more.
You're doing a really good job with that shovel.
No, I'm not digging a hole.
Oh, you're digging a grave.
I'm making my bunker.
Okay, can't just go ham on Farscape.
I wanted to like it because it was like I don't know, the David versus Goliath. It was the David, but I kind of like, oh no, I can't watch any more of this.
I mean, John Crichton, brilliant. Scorpio, what an enemy! What a bad guy. The Scarron.
I didn't get the Scorpio dude.
So he's kind of like, we said Jakar and Londo in Babylon 5. Yes, you might not want, it might be a bit hammy, but you get to those two and you're like, oh, it's good. His story. Right. Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah. It could be a thing that was best watched at the time.
Oh, I will 100% admit it hasn't aged well.
Yeah,
and there's something about a bunch of Australians in space.
And all the aliens they meet are Australians, which is like, what? It's very jarring. It's I remember again going back. We were talking in the fancy episode. World building. The world building in that's really good, and I love the idea of this living ship that the pilot was literally like moulded into and stuff. Yeah, the cool little things like that, concepts that we hadn't really seen in other sci-fi. Lex. Don't know Lex?
No.
Oh, that was a living ship. And I think
was it a TV show?
Yeah, LE, I think double X. Very weird, very odd. But they
what the fuck am I looking at here? Wow.
I think you probably found it.
That's a lot of hair.
It was like the first episode was almost like a literal space opera. Like these creatures were like singing as they're going into battle. But yeah, that was really weird. That was odd. But they had living spaceships in that. There you go.
Wow, it looks like a sci-fi channel one, but
yeah.
But I would weirdly watch that. That actually looks kind of cool.
At the time, I liked it. Whether or not I would like it now is another thing. But
why is everyone scantily clad? Like everyone.
Well, yeah, there might have been some shower scenes which were like, why did they put that
in? Yeah, so that was my issue with a lot of TV at the moment. I don't need to have a sex scene in it.
No, there was very, like the main star. It is very, I don't know, how would I put it? It's very out there.
Yeah.
It's very sort of mystical, sci-fi. It's really weird. Like the main star, I think he's dead, but they brought him back, so he's kind of like a zombie space weirdo. I don't know.
Man.
It was really out there. It pushed me to my limits.
There's some good actors in this, actually. Some who were all around at that time doing.
Yeah, Malcolm McDowell.
Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Okay, yeah. I will also give that a go. I'll give that a watch.
Yeah, that was okay. It was. I tried to watch it again. I think actually about a couple of years ago, and I was like, no, no.
It's clearly still not better than Battlestar Galactica.
And
you cannot. No.
Okay, another sci-fi series, Earth 2.
Oh yeah, change subject.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Earth 2.
Not heard of that one.
Tim Curry, Clancy Brown.
Ooh, okay.
Actually playing a goodie.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I didn't mind that. Sort of like colonists being sent off into space. They land on this planet, and they're meant to be the first people there, but they find signs that there might have been someone there before them. And yeah, it was pretty decent series.
Okay, I might give that a look as well then.
I think it might got axed. I think it might got axed though before they finished it. So.
Okay, so let's talk computer games films. Board games?
Board games, yeah. So
I've touched on the few that I've got. Any for yourself?
So Core Space. I like Core Space. Battle Systems.
Ooh, which one's Core Space? Core Space. Is that the one you have a little group?
Yeah, and you got your terrain that comes in the box, like cardboard, because that's what Battle System sells.
So that was the one I had. It was like an ex-criminal group. I did. Probably. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's not a bad little game. That.
Yeah, that's quite funky. See, I like for versus game. I like Dead Zone.
Yep.
Mantic's Dead Zone. It's easy. It's one that I got my wife into, and she hates war games.
40k light. I'd argue better than 4K.
Better than 40k, and it feels a little bit more like a skirmish game more than I'm going to give my life over to it type game. I got level 7 Omega Protocol, which was a pretty decent game.
Yep.
Kind of a dungeon crawly type.
I liked the mechanic in that where every time you do an action, you're building up the power of the enemy guy. That's a nice touch. They sort of copied it with the Aliens board game.
Yeah,
the fatigue cut deck, but that Omega 7 is a very good game.
Oh yeah, the Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Marine Corps is a really good game, and the mechanics of that is really clever. The way they got the exhausting deck, so you're constantly shuffling cards out. You got your little shooting thing that knocks down the dial, so you're getting less and less chance of hitting your enemy, but you can push your luck and try and that game was really well thought out.
My only issue with the Aliens game is if you're not into Aliens, you're going to struggle, because the theme is dripping on that. It's hard if you like all the cards and everything.
But not into Aliens? Well, who are these people? What?
People who don't like Battlestar Galactica.
I like Battlestar Galactica, just not your one. Why I order?
Bloody Welsh.
Oh.
There's a lot of sci-fi games. Role-play games, not many actually. I like the Star Wars role-play game. I enjoyed it.
Which one?
So it was when Fantasy Flight still had the licensing. It was the D20.
Okay.
The only thing I did though, and I've completely not even mentioned this for computer games. I took the Force powers out of Knights of the Old Republic, the two games, and put that into the role-play game, just to make my players feel more powerful.
Right. Okay.
But that was not a bad little role-play game. The problem was Star Wars has died for me. I'm done with it.
Yeah. Mandalorian. I enjoyed the Mandalorian. I do enjoy the Mandalorian.
Yeah, but I know who's behind the mask. That still counts as seeing him.
You're not a Pedro Pascal fan, I'm taking.
I was. He's a good actor. He's fucking everywhere. And fair play, he's putting food on his table. Respect him for that, but yeah.
You have to think, he's the Nicolas Cage of today's cinema. He's in everything, but he'll be gone pretty soon.
But at least Nicolas Cage had a reason. He had a massive IRS bill to pay because he owned a T-Rex skull in his fucking foyer. The man, so cool. Fucking nuts cool.
Oh, complete, yeah. So, roleplay games. So, Aliens Adventure Game by Leading Edge Games is a 1980s role-playing game, which was really good. Really enjoyed that. So, I've got Babylon 5 role-playing game.
Never played it, but heard good stuff.
Yeah, it's not bad. Cyberspace role-playing game by ICE, Iron Crown Enterprises. They'll be popping up quite a bit for me. Yep. What else? I've even written a list of my role-playing games. So, Psyworld was okay. Space Master, Space Opera, Starfinder, Star Wars, but the West End Games version, the old version of it. So I don't know quite. Yeah.
Broke. The rule set for that.
Yeah.
It was fun though. It was fun.
Yeah, but like Space Master is my jam. That's always been my my go-to role-playing system. So, but yeah, I love. Actually, sci-fi. I do a lot of role-playing sci-fi, which is weird because it's not really my setting.
Yeah.
But I'm much more sort of near future sci-fi. I can't go too far out before I start thinking, all right, this too much to play with here. You know, if I can go to multiple planets, do multiple, you know, things, it just. As a games master, I have troubles then focusing on one thing. It's like, yeah, but why don't you go here? Why, you know, it's.
It's fair one. I will say, Traveller.
Yep.
If for nothing else, then just go and do the character creation. Just that. Yeah. So much fun. You could actually die before you make your character.
Yeah.
Which seems bonkers, but it's a good.
The Aliens adventure role-playing game. You could do that because you have to roll up like a military history for your person.
Oh, wow.
So you could end up rolling military history and you died before you actually got into the game.
Yeah. Actually, Free League's Alien role-play game is good.
Yeah.
Very good. But again, same issue with the board game. If you're not into the Alien universe, you will struggle.
And I think most things with an IP, it's going to be that in it. You know, if you make a role-playing game with an IP, if you're not interested in the IP, you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, you know, you can't have aliens without the aliens.
Yeah.
Well, you could.
Well, yeah, it's just not as good.
Corporate wars, I suppose you'd call it then. Yeah. But you know.
Yeah, Wayland Yutani, just fuck off. Putting them in everything. I'll tell you, actually, my friend has run a couple of games. Mothership. That's good. Good bit of fun, that is.
I don't know. I don't think I know that one.
Yeah, it's good little. It's a little independent. Oh, that's weird. I think it might be Free League.
Okay.
Because they're kicking it for me. All of their games are good.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead, brilliant game, and you don't need to know anything about the TV show. It's just a good zombie game. It's just got The Walking Dead plastered over it.
Yeah.
And then the one honourable shout, which there'll be a video coming out for a roleplay game. Sci-Fi, technically, tenuous link, but Delta Green.
Okay.
That's probably usurped Call of Cthulhu for me.
Right.
As a roleplay game, that is just it's top-notch stuff.
Yeah. What sort of system does it run on?
So it's very, very closely. So originally it was an expansion for Call of Cthulhu, and it became so it uses the D100. But yeah, really, really fun. More horror side, but you're almost playing like the Men in Black type thing, but not as comedic. It's very dark.
Yeah.
And if you got players who don't want to play a dark game, don't play it with them. But yeah, it's a cracking little game. And there's a review coming soon on my channel. Oh, it's just me gushing.
Yeah.
For about an hour. I'm trying to cut it all down into a video. But yeah, so anything that has come to mind for sci-fi before we?
Okay, I got one thing.
Because obviously your opinion is completely null and void because of Rings of Power, and you don't like Battlestar Galactica, but.
Or it's a more discerning taste, whichever way you want to go, you know. So art, I love Jim Byrne's art, and he does a lot of sci-fi art, and he's amazing art. So if you look up any Jim Byrne stuff, he does like aliens, spaceships.
Let's have a look.
You name it, and like the people's faces that he paints or draws or whatever, however bloody hell he does it, is amazing, and he's getting on now. He's not a youngster anymore.
Yeah.
But
it looks good actually. Yeah, I'm looking at some of his stuff now.
Yeah, some of, and he likes doing aliens and weird and wonderful sci-fi stuff.
Yeah,
that is very much his ball. There isn't that many artists who specifically sort of aim for sci-fi. Most of them like jump around from fantasy, sci-fi, whatever. Yeah. But 99% of his stuff is all sci-fi. So it's an interesting thing to look at.
So 99%. So he does jump a little.
I wouldn't say that's a jump. That's like a little shimmy to the side.
Sorry, that was unnecessarily cruel.
Hey, that's not a jump. A 1% is not a jump.
Not a big jump. But no. To be fair, look at his stuff there. That's actually quite nice. There's some good stuff.
Yeah,
that looks good. Man.
He does some really nice stuff.
I'll tell you, actually, an artist for me, Roger Dean.
Okay.
Really good. So he's famous for doing an album cover for. Oh, who was it? I can't remember. But I actually, so my art teacher back in school, when I was doing my A-level art, gave me his book and went, I think this will suit what you want to do for your project. And it's very... The sci-fi stuff's very War of the Worlds, almost.
Okay.
With the robots and things. And it's just a really cool colour palette. It's fair, a lot like the background with me. It's like 2 or 3 colours, very stark and contrasty. Really nice stuff.
What era of artist was he?
I want to say 60s, 70s.
Right. Okay. I got an image in my head of what you mean now. Yeah. Back in the day when there was very sort of like those bright colours and they were very sort of.
Yeah, like looking at his stuff now, he was on acid when he was painting some of this stuff. Like he did, I tell you, his sort of landscapes are good because they're very alien. So you have so there's one here, floating islands and stuff like that, and really cool, like the creatures, like flying elephants, but with butterfly wings. But it kind of works. Okay, yeah, I can see what you mean. I just googled him, and that is very psychedelic. So this is the one I did my case study on. So if you go look at Paladin Charge by Roger Dean, that was the one. It's like a robotic horse with this weird sci-fi knight. Beautiful piece of artwork.
Yep. Okay.
And was technically in a fantasy art book, but I would say that's sci-fi. The horse has got wires and stuff in it.
Right, yeah. Very sort of... oh, God, there was a computer game, Shadow of the Beast. Very sort of...
Yeah.
Reminiscent of that sort... Oh, yeah, that's kind of... Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's very heavy metal. Very...
Yeah. And the album covers he did was for the band Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would explain it.
Yeah. I love his stuff. It's a weird one. So you're going on about art, the sort of modern stuff. It's one of my issues. Unfortunately, we're going back to GW.
Yay!
The fact that they have these amazing artists who do this beautiful work and they don't credit them. Credit them. Get these guys' names out.
That is complete bullshit. That's
what happens. It's not bullshit.
Yeah. No, I mean that's complete bullshit on their part doing that. Because that is so. I don't know. Can you imagine putting your heart and soul into a piece of art and then not being credited, and no one knows you did it?
Yeah, man.
That is shitty. That is really awful.
I think it's pretty bad. Even if you've just created it on like a computer illustration program.
Yeah.
Even then, you've put effort into that.
Like, no offense, but if you used anybody's stuff on YouTube and didn't give them credit for it, you get ad for it. And yet, a company like GW can do it, and it doesn't matter. It's just wrong. You should be giving credit where it's due.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, there's sci-fi. The big one for me is the films. That's my childhood.
Yeah. Same here, to be honest. Although I'm a much more fantasy dude, the sci-fi in the 80s was kind of what I watched. It wasn't fantasy back then so much, because there was just so much fairly decent fantasy, sci-fi around at that time. So. Yeah, Battle Beyond the Stars, weird things like that, Yeah,
what's that? That's... Whew.
They may not be great films, but to a kid, they were amazing,
Yeah. I remember, Saturday, Sundays, and it'd be Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
I was happily sitting there with my granddad going, we're watching this, cool, let's go.
Yeah.
And it was... But again, it goes back to that, the prosthetics that they put on the actors. Just there was something about the fact I could touch it.
Yeah,
I've always liked. Yeah.
Well, and you were looking at Roddy McDowall, and you knew it was Roddy McDowall, even if he was a monkey.
This is it.
It was like my daughter was very disappointed in Predator when she watched it the other night because. I told her that when the scene came up and they were thinking, we're going these gorillas have taken these people. She was disappointed they weren't actually gorillas.
Oh, man.
I was like, there's a different spelling of the word gorilla. And she was really disappointed that there were no gorillas.
Bless her. Have you ever seen the original footage of the suit they had for the Predator before Stan Winston showed up?
For Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, the pink shrimp running through the jungle. You just go, oh fucking hell, this film.
Like, how could you have Jean-Claude Van Damme in it anyway? Like, he's about a foot shorter than this one.
Yeah. Thank God Stan Winston came in and was like, yeah, we got this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll have that. That looks good. It's just a pink shrimp. Like,
yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. It was.
Terrible,
that would be a completely different film.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's sci-fi.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I kind of want to do horror because there's a lot of sci-fi stuff I've not done because it's more cosmic horror films and games and things. So maybe do a horror one.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much for listening and indulging two old codgers just bashing stuff.
Yeah.
We're doing that GW episode. It's got to be done. Fucking hell, man. I'm waiting for the hate train that comes in the comment. Like, yeah, bring it on, nerds. I'll fight you bunch of neckbeards.
Just pointing out, I haven't got any problem with GW. If you want to sponsor me,
nah, man.
Just give me your money.
I see a GW sponsored video on your channel. I'm just. All you're going to get is the gif of the woman at Game of Thrones just doing shame with the bell. That's all you're getting. I'm like, nah, man.
Yeah. I'm not turning down my multi-million-dollar, contracts yet.
It's genuinely one of them. They could offer me millions, and I'd go no. Not until you give me all the royalties for the Tau Pathfinders that I fucking invented, you tossers. No.
I haven't got the hatred for GW you have.
It's annoying because I love it. I love the setting and the stories.
For me, there's just better products.
Oh yeah, the products and the games are separate from me. The lore, even though it's just June, but
they never won me on the lore, so that's why I could easily step out of it. I think.
Yeah. But yeah, so where can people find you?
Standing outside GW. Welsh Miniature Ball Gamer on YouTube.
There we go. I'm Crafty Billy, and thank you very much for listening to the Untitled podcast. I'm changing it to two angry old men. It's got to be done.